clean drinking water and world hunger. Most of us don't consider this an issue because we have clean drinking water and eat 3 times a day. Well, there are third world countries out there that have very corrupt governments and poor government systems. Because of these poor and corrupt governments, people are trapped in a cycle of poverty. These people do not have access to clean drinking water or a steady supply of food. Kids are forced to walk great distances for their water and for their families. Water that comes from stagnant ponds that's bacteria just sitting in all over. The water that these kids usually get too is usually murky, sandy, or muddy. And sometimes they get their water from a dirt hole that they dig in the ground just to get water. These paths to this water are also full of dangerous animals and men. Food is not also very common when people have no water. The sad part is, these people think that the water is okay. They have no other option and have resorted to drinking dirty water because there is no clean water. Every day, 1,000 kids die from illnesses such as diarrhea, dysentery, and cholera. 840,000 people die each year from unsanitized drinking water. Simply providing clean drinking water can reduce the death and disease by 50%. 805 million people in the world do not have enough to eat. This number is down more than 100 million over the last decade, and 209 million lower than in 1992.
Okay. 2.3 billion people have already gained access to improved drinking water sourced, and 3.5 million have gained access to safe drinking water and sanitation. These figures seem like a lot, but it's not enough. Chronic hunger or food insecurity is devastating to families, communities, and countries, as chronic hunger claims more victims than famine each year by far. We should not result in everyone having safe drinking water and warm meal at least once a day. Solutions unlike famine or periodic hunger due to war or natural disaster. Chronic hunger is prejudiced in that can affect generations of people in geographic regions. Those living from chronic hunger have a host of problems that go beyond lack of food or money. To alleviate this condition, efforts must be addressed the root cause to be suitable, and they may not be implemented by local people for a long term. Freedom from Hunger Credit with Education Program is just such a strategy. We are transferring the microfinance program technology we have developed to local people around the world, and they are using it to help and end world hunger through their own families. This being said, there are already projects in place. All you have to do is donate. Each dollar invested is to have yield economic return of $3 to 34. These groups of people are helping these people to get safe drinking water and are starting in places where it is most needed. Most of these areas are just small villages, but as my early figures show, it adds up. Right now, it costs between $12,000 to $15,000 to install, as well as in these villages.
I may still ask though, how do I know my money is going towards these wells? Well, I found a team that says once your donation has been sent, they send back videos and documents on progress. Plus, there are non-profit organizations you may know your money is going towards something good when you can see it in progress. You can watch the small village grow into something great. These wells are hand pumped, and if a pump breaks, it only costs $300 to $1,200. This may seem like a little high, but you shouldn't have to worry about it. It's too much because, as I said, the wells are long-lasting. Not only does this water help these people and kids drink-wise, but it also helps with sanitation, cooking, and education. In the developing world, More than 1.4 billion people currently live without international or below the international poverty line, earning less than $1.25 per day. Clean water can also help hygienically and living conditions. Hand washing clothes can now be washed with clean water to help prevent sickness and disease. Some may be thinking, how does water help education? Well, if you have all these kids sick from dirty drinking water, then there is no one to be at school, which means no education to be gained. This clean drinking water can also be used in cooking, which will play a role in the world hunger epidemic. As well, instead of walking long ways for just enough water for the family, these kids and mothers can now just walk a few yards and get endless supply of clean drinking water for themselves, their animals, and their crops. Being able to supply farm animals and crops with the clean water may also help the hunger side, as well as producing more food for the people in the villages. This battle is almost over. We need to finish what we started. Clean drinking water is a basic need in life. Help these people grow. Help these kids live a long and happy life. Although ideally it'd be better to get the entire world to a place of self-sustainability, it is not something that will happen overnight. In the meantime, it is important to lend a helping hand. The impact of donations, both cash, food, have an immense impact on world hunger. Organizations such as Food for All have customers donate $1 to $5 when checking out. Last year they raised a whopping $60 million to fight world hunger, help this cycle of poverty coming to an end. Just think right now, your $10 is more to them it'll ever be to you. Donate now.